Valley. And speaking of the greatest in Santa Clarita, we have a very special guest in studio. I have Alec Torres, and she is from the Mannered Mutt. And I have the first sentence in this. It says, "No mutt is too rough." For Alec Torres, your doggy manners expert, and I appreciate you coming on. Thank you for stopping by.
Well, thanks so much for having me. Thanks for that great vote of confidence.
Yeah, okay, so before we get into all the stuff that the Mannered Mutt does,
yes,
I want to talk about Alec Torres. And what is your background? Have you always loved animals? Or?
Yeah, it goes way back with me.
Okay.
I've been rescuing since I was a tot, basically.
Did your family have pets and stuff?
Oh, sure. Oh, yes.
Yeah?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
I grew up in Utah, sort of we had a lot of dogs in and out. And, that's kind of my background.
Okay, and so all growing up, you had dogs. Did you know you wanted to work with animals or dogs, or what did you want to do?
I didn't necessarily. I just knew that I loved them. And then about 15 years ago, I was leaving a job downtown Hollywood, and there was a German Shepherd laying in the gutter, blood running down the gutter. It was a horrendous situation. And so I literally fell into rescue 15 years ago, and it's been really exciting and interesting ever since.
And you've done rescuing. Have you always done training as well?
I haven't. I've kind of dabbled in all different elements of it, but training was always what was most interesting to me. So in the backdrop, I was always focused on it.
Okay, cool. And we have one of your students with us also. Yes. We have Amy.
Yes, one of my newest students.
And what kind of dog is she?
Well, she's a question mark. She's a mutt here at the Mannered Mutt. We love our mutts.
Okay.
But she's got some poodle in her, obviously, and she's a rescue from a backyard breeder here in town, actually.
Okay.
So yeah.
She looks a little nervous to be on the radio.
She's anxious. It's her first interview.
Oh, okay. Well, that'll do it.
You got to start somewhere, kid, right? Yeah.
You can find more information about the Mannered Mutt. You can go to themanneredmutt.com. You can also find on Twitter at themanneredmutt, or you can give them a call at 904-3835. And Alec Torres is the head trainer. I forgot to ask you your title.
Well, sure. Lead trainer, head trainer. Yep.
Okay.
Big mutt on campus.
Okay. I like that. Actually, let's stick with that.
Okay, cool.
Okay. And you guys offer a ton of different services.
Sure.
And I'm looking at themanneredmutt.com right now, and
good.
the stuff that pops up here. Well, one thing, since it's on here, I want to talk about what is your philosophy. It says our philosophy.
Yes.
Okay. What is your philosophy?
I have a very multi-level approach to doggy problems. Predominantly, it involves being calm, confident, building your dog's confidence, maintaining a level of control ourselves, and then working with them, using what they already know to our advantage, so that we're not manipulating them, we're not bribing them, we're not using kind of more human ways of training them. We're kind of going about it from their own perspective, which makes it, people, when they first hear it, you can see these question marks all over their heads. What? How? Who? How? Because it's not a very human way of thinking with your dog. But see, here's one of the craziest things. All this time, we have been dealing with our dogs in a human way, as if they're little humans.
Oh, yeah.
It's very damaging. It's damaging to them. They're dogs.
Yeah.
And they're great. That's why we love them. So let's deal with them more on their level.
Okay. I like that. I like that. Okay. And you guys offer a ton of different classes. So you guys offer group classes.
We do.
So talk to me a little bit about the group classes.
Yeah, our group classes are every Saturday at 9 in the morning up at the new Leash on Life Rescue Center in Clarita Canyon. Yep, we do. It's a series of 7 sessions. We repeat constantly, so if you miss a session, it's okay. There will be another one a few weeks away. And we cover everything. We cover basic obedience, but I also go through doggy manners at home. And I think people leave really happy. I think they leave with a huge amount of tools in their tool belt, so that even if they're not having an issue with something at that moment, maybe a couple years down the road, something will come up and they'll think, hey, that was covered in group class. I know what to do.
Oh, nice. All right. Awesome. Okay. And the group classes, does that work for every dog? Is it different for every dog?
Most every dog. To be honest with you, a lot of people call and they want privates because their dog is quote unquote dog aggressive.
Okay.
One of my favorite terms, because it kind of makes me laugh. I'm sorry. But no, most dogs really do just fine. And in fact, some of the dogs that have been termed dog aggressive do the best because they realize, hey, life ain't so bad. I can get along with buddies. I can listen to my owners in a more hectic environment. So it just depends. Mostly it's a scheduling thing, I feel, between whether people want, group or private.
Gotcha. Okay, but you guys do have private in-home lessons,
Correct.
right? Okay,
Yep.
so explain that, and that would be
Yeah.
same stuff you go over in the group class, or either way? Or?
Well, it's similar, but obviously I'm able to customize it a little bit more.
Okay.
So, like, let's say a dog has a really bizarre in-home obsessive trait that is really hard to address in a group environment.
Okay.
Then I can work on stuff like that. And then some people just prefer it. They're more relaxed. Their dog's more relaxed. It depends. I customize either way.
And then another thing you guys do is therapy dog training.
We do, yes. Yeah, for the New Leash on Life Lend-A-Paw program, which is really exciting, where it's a twofold program, and what we're doing is we're training these guys, and hopefully Amy will be one very soon,
Right.
to go into community centers and group homes and places like this, just to provide that hands-on therapy, get some cuddles, get some kisses in, and that sort of thing. But then also we have a really interesting adjunct to it where we're providing animals as actual service companions. And all of them, these dogs, would all have been rescued from a shelter, and then they go into service. So it's just the coolest thing.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's
That's
very
great.
cool.
Okay. The next question I have, can you teach an old dog new tricks?
Oh, of course you can. Man, I can't even tell you. In rescue, oftentimes we're rescuing older dogs. And one of the coolest things about rescue, and one of the reasons I'm so comfortable and so happy focusing on it, is really every dog that gets that rescue, they know it and they feel it. And then what's so beautiful about it, a lot of people are afraid of rescuing a dog because they feel like, oh, it's going to have issues, it's going to have a history, we can't deal with it, will have been abused. No. I like to think of it more as a raw piece of clay that you're getting, no matter the age, because here's the great news about dogs. They are always in the present. They don't think about last week or last month or, oh, Lord, I had it so bad back in the day in aught 52. It's more, they're right here, they're right now. And that is one of the greatest things that we can use to our advantage when
Fantastic.
we're working with them.
Awesome. You can go to themanneredmutt.com to learn more if your feline, or excuse me, your furry friend is having some issues. You can go to themanneredmutt.com. You can also follow on Twitter at themanneredmutt, or you can give them a call at 904-3835. So awesome stuff. This is great. So if you having some dog issues, or even if you're not having dog issues and you want, they want some more friends, or there's a few things you want to work on, this is good stuff. You can just teach those type of manners that that maybe you don't really think about, but they'll take care of it there.
That's right.
So awesome. Thanks, Alec, for stopping by. You're what's your title here? Your doggy manners expert.
That's right.
That's you.
That's me.
You. Okay, so go to themanneredmutt.com for more information, and thank you for stopping by.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.